I can only speak for myself, right? And what I have achieved here, I could not have overachieved over there,
Wow.
right? I am 100% better off materially in the world and spiritually in Ghana, in Africa. Because if they take me to Tanzania or wherever they want to take me, Nigeria, I'm in Africa.
Exactly.
And I think my original DNA comes from here.
Yeah.
And most people, African people at least, want to go back to their motherland. That is why I'm here.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Thank you very much for checking me out. This is Ekow Simpson. There's a previous video that I did. We came out here to hang out with Mr. Lynn. Big up yourself, Rasta. Rasta. So there's this conversation that we want to have with Mr. Lynn. Like he being a father figure to all of us here. So this is, what's your name?
Sketches.
Yo.
I'm Kwame.
Kwame.
Could you?
Teacher, could you? Yeah. So we're just having fun, chilling, listening to good music. But there's a question we want to ask Mr. Lynn. Mr. Lynn.
Yes, sir.
What do you think is the difference between someone who grew up from Jamaica being black and then someone who was born in Africa being black?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Between being born in Jamaica,
being black.
yeah, being black,
Yeah.
because most of us are black in
Yeah,
Jamaica,
right.
yes,
Right.
than being born in Africa.
Africa, yeah.
What's the difference?
Yes. Since you have been in both places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can only speak for myself, right? And what I have achieved here, I could not have overachieved over there,
Wow.
right? I am 100% better off materially in the world and spiritually in Ghana, in Africa. Because if they take me to Tanzania or wherever they want to take me, Nigeria, I'm in Africa.
Exactly.
And I think my original DNA comes from here.
Yeah.
And most people, African people at least, want to go back to their motherland. That is why I'm here.
Okay. Mr. Lynn, I know you're from Jamaica, but you lived in Canada for a while.
Yeah.
How many years?
I lived in 42 years in Canada, 42
Yeah.
years. And I left Jamaica at 29, so do the mathematics.
Yeah, but a lot of us feel like we feel everything that is westernized is the best.
Yeah.
So when we have you coming all the way from such a place like Canada to come and live in Africa where you've heard a lot of negative stories, why do you still decide to move to a place like that? Because some of us here, like him, if he gets the chance, he will travel to the US or Canada and stay.
Right.
Somebody like him will do the
Yes.
same thing. You will.
Even India.
You go there. Yeah. So why would you leave a place of milk and honey, as we say, to a place like this?
Well, development is for everybody in the world, right? Black, white, Chinese, everybody. And Western development is way ahead of Africa's development. Is that a car?
No. Must be a motorbike.
Oh,
That's so bad.
Obed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Obed.
Pause it.
Yeah, Obed is not coming in. Yeah. He's not coming in. He was supposed to be here like long time ago, but he's not coming. Oh, Commander.
Oh,
Commander in Chief. Yo, we asked Mr. Lin to lower the music, but he still turned it up because he said, way back, that is his hobby. Yo, turn it up.
No, if you're doing an interview.
No, turn it up.
Are you doing an interview?
No, turn it up.
we are going on commercial break.
Yeah, this is a commercial break. Discredited. my palm. Well, everywhere is war. Yes.
Let them know that we accomplished
All right, I come.
some documents with the lawyer.
Okay, so he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, okay.
But he's changed up a lot of my paperwork into a real legal document.
Okay.
And he's going to print them out. And we will sign it. And we have to stamp it, register it, and somehow.
Oh.
Eben is bana. As in,
Because I thought I had something to sign. That's why I was
yeah.
rushing.
At the end of the day, is that what?
Welcome back from commercial break.
All right, welcome back from commercial
Commercial
break. Yeah,
You know, I read here.
Now it's in America.
Yeah,
Len.
yeah, Mr. Len. Mr. Len, we were talking about the fact that some of us in Africa want to move to the West.
Yeah.
What would you advise a younger person, male or female, here in Africa to risk, spend all that they can just to move to the West with the idea that they will make it there?
Yeah, that is a belief that most people have about the West and Africa, right? The problem with Africa is that they don't have enough employment, right? So the people are basically unemployed, most people,
Yeah.
right? So they have no job, they have no money. Over in the West, that's where the factories are, that's where the different technologies, mechanization is everywhere, and all that. So roads are being built, hospitals, schools, and so on. So most people have jobs, very low unemployment.
Yeah.
And that is why myself left Jamaica to Canada because of higher wages, right?
Yeah.
And hopefully job opportunity, because there's no prediction. I just left like all of us do, want to go to somewhere else more progressive. That's why people imagine that over there is progressive and over here is not as progressive.
Yeah.
So people want to move from less progressive to more progressive. And we all have that. That's why I left Jamaica, went to Canada.
Yeah.
Because I think Canada is more
Yeah.
progressive than Canada, than Jamaica is. So that's why I immigrated from Jamaica to Canada.
Anybody has a question to ask?
You lived in Canada for 40 years.
40 plus.
40
years.
plus.
Yeah.
Whoa. How fast did you adapt to the new lifestyle in Canada? How long did it take you to adapt to the culture in Canada, since obviously it's different from that of Jamaica? Yeah.
Yeah, well, basically, you have to slowly adjust
Mm-hmm. You adjust or you
You
run
s-
back home.
No, I never went back home.
Yeah, I mean, you have
I
two
didn't.
options. You
No,
adjust, you
I
adapt,
adjust to the
or you run
Canadian
back.
life, the
Mhm.
Canadian culture. You know,
Yeah.
I know my restrictions and my strengths and my weaknesses, the way the system is set up.
Mm-hmm.
But I survived.
40 years plus is
Yeah, I was
It's an
never
achievement.
arrested by the police.
beautiful. Yeah.
Right? I have no legal
Issues,
issues
nothing.
there in Canada. I have a Canadian passport.
Okay. So you have
So-
Canadian passport, Jamaican passport,
Yes, and I'm going for
Ghanaian
Ghanaian
passport.
passport.
Welcome to the motherland.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Mr. Lane.
Yeah, so that is where we are right now.
That's right.
You know.
Since you came here, since you came to Ghana, what are the challenges that or what are the, let's say, what do we have to do as we Ghanaians?
What do you have to do?
Yeah.
You say industrialization, the country, the political system have to be stop where it is and start something brand new.
The political
The
system.
political system. Because that is what is going to allow the government to run the economic development show. The government. You have to get rid of this political system and start a new one. And like everybody right now is talking about Ibram Traor from
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso. He's making many changes
Ramadan star.
in the way things are run, starting to run worldwide.
Worldwide.
That guy is the most popular black man on earth
Yes.
right now.
Right now,
Nobody's as popular as Ibram Traor. No, think about it.
Yeah.
And if you follow the news,
Everybody.
the social media, especially the black world throughout the world, the black people, right? They're talking about Ibram Traor because he's making fundamental changes. Because he's fighting for what is known as sovereignty.
Mhm.
Sovereignty. That is the ability to do whatever you want to do in your country
By yourself. Okay, so
without foreign intervention.
Interventions.
so in that case, are you for the point that military rule is the best for Africa? Since you actually suggested we have a change in political structures.
Yeah.
Do you think military rule is the best for every African country?
All the world.
The
Right.
whole world.
The whole world is militarized. They're
Yeah.
dressed up and but you see them around, they're all military.
All right. So, there's a last question that I want to ask Mr. Lynn before we leave this platform. Most of us here, myself, him, this one, I'm not sure we are up to 40 years,
No.
but we are nearing it. If you were to advise us at the age of 40,
And my age is
at the age is
75.
75.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's 75.
wow.
The great Mr. Lane.
No, the whole world knows. Eh?
Yeah.
You don't think so?
You don't think so?
That my age.
You look young, you look strong.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because
What's your secret?
there's a power unknown to me that is allowing everything materially and spiritually I cannot explain it
So
because
materially, can you give some tips?
materially,
Like a
the house
lifestyle.
that I live in,
No. I mean the secret to good health, long life.
the secret. I can't give you that.
There's no secret. There's no secret. There's no secret.
You gotta eat,
How do you see Ghana in 10 years?
in 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, if it goes on the same way, it will
Let me
be,
get it.
you'll be 10 years older, right? And you'll observe what's going on. Are you working now? Do you have a job? I'm asking you.
I do business.
You do business, and you have a job.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I do technical support remotely, so I work from home.
You work from home.
Yep.
And you said you're in solar?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh? What was the last question?
The last question was, Mr. Lay, the last question was, if you were to advise us the time you were 40,
Yeah.
what would you have advised us?
I remember. You know something? The most important thing for any age, well, below retirement, is a job. Right? If you keep a job up till you're 40, you use that money and do some budgeting, planning to how you're gonna move from.
What about what about women?
And well, of course, you know that's the opposite sex. We need women.
With healthy women.
we need women. We can't live without women.
Yeah.
You know. So, but unfortunately, at this time, I do not have one.
So why is it that the African Americans are rushing to Africa? I mean,
It's not really you as such. First, it's the land that is given to you to do whatever you want to do. And then, after you get the land, then you have to think about the relationship with people that are already here. Do you understand me? What I'm saying? All right. So,
so they want to come back home, or they want to.
we want to do something called repatriation.
Can you explain?
Repatriation means where your original DNA, which is a chemical in all of us body, started from here. Some of us, our grandparents and all that, came from here, Africa, Cape Coast, and go over there in America, in the Caribbean, Jamaica, Barbados, and those places, right? So our roots, genetical roots, would make up. First thing that we have the same color, right? We have the same color. No matter where you live, as long as you're a black man, Peter Tosh, right? You're an African. So I come here as an African. It's only that I come here with more money than most people have.
When you came, have you checked where you from? Your roots? When you
I
came back?
have relative over there still. I have my telephone, I pick up my phone and call anybody I want to call.
I'm talking about here in Ghana, here in Africa.
If I have friends here,
No, your roots, you.
I don't know my roots.
Yeah, you need to check it because maybe you are from my family.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a possibility. James. Or grandparents or foreparents left these shores here.
Yo, guys. So we've spoken a lot. We've had some, nice conversations talking about everything with Mr. Len. So we're still gonna, chill, hang out. But my battery is getting low, so I need to end this video. Then I have to charge it and then come back. Thank you very much for checking me. Hey, don't forget to subscribe.